Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to review 0-day options on SPY and the small account challenge. It's August 4th. It's Tuesday. We are amongst melt up squeeze more or less, I'd say. FOMC right here, and it's been serious continuation after that. Some swing plays might have been smart. It's always hindsight, but if you do have a move in a certain direction after FOMC, same day and even the next day, oftentimes you'll have a little more continuation, especially with this, as we closed above 5-day. Actually, no, we didn't. Oh wow, we closed down there. Yeah, this is FOMC. I forgot we closed way down there. Yeah, just a little skirt, because we've just been rallying since it. Gaps and rallies. These are quite annoying to trade with 0-day options. Futures, I mean, 0 days are fine, I guess. Selling them or doing spreads, or futures, I would say, are more favorable. Yeah, it's just too tough, especially with not having any runners. It's just crazy. Yeah, grind up, gap and goes. Last 3 days. So today I was a little late. It was about 10. I tried this gray for bearish controlled buying, which didn't show up. Well, we'll see. Gold for the kind of mellow buying, green for this more aggressive buying. And then I was trying to find the bullish controlled selling. Put this purple here based on this resistance, flip into that support, and then you can see the support right here. Yeah, and you kind of saw it repeat right here again too. Green selling, aggressive green selling right here, and then this gray. I didn't have this gray, and yeah, this was later. My first trade was 1033. 1033 for 67 cents. I'm gonna put. This was for a zombie, a retracement, a wedge. Using purple for my stop. I was in it somewhere on this candle. Rallies up, rejects. I'm like, hey, it's working. I was looking for a move just down to, I don't know if I had gray at that point. Down to purple, maybe. Yeah, it broke in the gold buying also. So I broke the gold buying. Looking for a retest and to come down. But turns out it's just a little inverse head here to grab this little shoulder. And just another melt up day with tiny little structures all the way up. Closed at 1037, thankfully, on this candle. Somewhere on this candle. Probably when it was wicking up here. For 57 cents. And then at 1038, I got into a call on this candle. Now, once this candle closed, I quickly jumped into a call before any of this happened. It was right here. And I was like, oh boy. And I was looking to get more. I was trying to get another one. And then this happened. Which this would have been my first take profit on this gray right here. I did have gray by then, I remember now. Gray was based on, yeah, that's right. I had it pretty early from here. So since I was in like I was setting up another buy order, I just didn't have time. This was so fast. So I didn't get a fill here, and then it just wicks, and it ends up a red candle. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, well, I'll just try and be patient. I'll use gold for my stop. It was nice having gold here. I don't always get this one charted like this degree of buying or selling, and this was very nice to confirm my stops. So I was able to hold through here, and then I decided to get another one. Since it was getting closer to gold and it was holding above that purple. So 82 cents for the first one, 84 for the second one. Both of them are limit orders. Don't really need to be limit ordering anymore. Yeah, I got the second one on this candle. Ivy was kind of increasing as the day went on. I think maybe because of earnings after hours. That being said, all these candles were tiny for most of the day. Just a tiny little candle grind up inside candles and barcoding. So I had 2 of them here, which I was happy about. And we start climbing up. I'm using gold. pretty slow price action, really. I'm looking for a profit target on this gray. I think I closed it. First one, where is it? 44. Close the first one at 1044 for $1.03. So on this candle, it was like right here on this candle at the bottom. It just kind of retested and I just closed it out here. Very thankful for that one. I had one more. I'm like, all right, if there's gonna be another grind up day, I just want to hold this thing for, you know, a bigger move, right? At this point, all I had was gold, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll just see how long I can hold it in gold. And it broke it right here, and so I closed it. Only 2 contracts. So I'll close this one for $1.08, a little better fill on this candle. After that one closed below gold, I closed it here. It did end up just kind of grinding up this gray and then breaking out. After I had that trade, I kind of was distracting myself with other stuff. I guess I just wasn't anticipating this breakout, which I should have, because this would have been an easy trade. I saw it, I come up here, and I guess I was a little thrown off too by why I was breaking gray, but it like wasn't. I wasn't sure if that was good anymore. So that also was not really wanting me to take something like this, but yeah, I guess just paying attention, because I think gray was pretty good, pretty accurate. Could have gotten on the retest here, but this is all hindsight. So when it happened, it was like, I guess I should have been paying attention. Anyways, yeah, that was the first, I guess, second trade. Third was 96 cents at 201. I got a call. I forgot about all these green trades. Nice. 201? Seriously? 39. Yeah. It was such a boring, such an annoying day to just even be on my computer with this happening in the background. I mean, this is a day where you start practicing bad habits, and they can work, but it's only gonna work like 20% of the time. So just small, very small retracements. It's breaking purple here. I considered it. I'm like, it's so tiny because I had gray from my stop, and I think gray maybe was probably what was keeping me from entering these, even though it was a small structure. Because by the time this candle closed, we had already retested gray. So sometimes I hate it when I put in that like tapering, because it's not always gonna just find resistance on that. So I need to maybe be more patient on putting that in and kind of wait for it to break, and then if it starts to show resistance, then put it in. I don't know, because this was a nice buy up in gold, and I was just like, I considered even getting in here. I'm like, I could just use gold. I'm like, it's such a tiny little area if it does find resistance on gray. So yeah, I think maybe not putting in the tapering right away, like having some patience for that, because this could have been an entry. It gave quite a few opportunities in here, and if I didn't have gray there, it would have been much more visually enticing to get in, especially with that gold. So yeah, then later I got this other bronze gold, and maybe that was more accurate. I didn't really even test it down here. No. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, 96 cents at 201. So sat through all this. It's just like, this one I really considered again also. Did I actually take that one? No, I didn't. This one hurt though, because I saw it. I'm like, it finally built some liquidity with purple, and it broke it. I'm like, there's no structure here. It's such a small area. Again, gray. Had gray in there, which I shouldn't have. I don't know. Maybe I should have. Given it was only one contract, now I could have closed it on gray, or I could have waited for gold to break in the moment. Hard to know what I would have done. This buying was quite slow though. These candles are small for the most part. And if I waited till gold broke, it would have probably been similar to the price I would have gotten here, honestly. So such a big red candle. So I could have done yeah, I don't know, but didn't take that one. Charted this this gold one here a little later on, just based on these supports right here. These 3 supports right here. And then I kind of saw it appear back here as well. After I put it in there, I try and find other areas earlier in the day where it kind of showed up to kind of validate it. So you have resistances here, flipped into support. Gonna have it here also. It's such a flat one though. It's like Sometimes I'm hesitant to do that. I'm like, it's just flat. It's just retesting that same exact level. But I don't know. I think this one actually was good, especially towards end of day. I think this was what it was. Just kind of controlling the buying, which is actually bearish. Purple was too, as you can see here. Anyways, next trade was what did I say? 201, 96 cents. This was a call. So where are we? Right here. Okay, so took all day, just huge melt up, huge grind up, all-time highs. We're way pinned super high in the top of the daily Bollinger. SPY is like in the atmosphere right now. So grinding, stopping, squeezing shorts, and then finally we get a retrace, bigger red candles. First one really. So I did still have gray. I don't know if I had gold actually quite yet on this trade, but I got in for gray or maybe gold. I can't remember if that was there yet or not for my stop. I got calls, looking just for a nice entry to the upside to try and ride it. 201. Yeah, I was on that candle. Yep. So this red retested, a lot of volume. I got it somewhere on this candle with the gray being my stop. Kind of difficult to hold. These are pretty grindy, pretty large candles then. I'm a glutton for punishment. I like to get in once the liquidity is being built, I guess. I don't know. It was a wedge trade, and so I kind of knew that going in, or expecting. I guess I wasn't expecting anything. I just knew this was my stop, and I was hoping to take profit at purple or higher if it ripped through. And it just decided to just grind and grind and grind. But I held through. Where are we? 201. Held it till 217. So 16 minutes I held this thing. I think I closed it right here. Yeah, so I didn't quite make it to my purple. I put gray in there for resistance, and by the time it broke this liquidity built right here, I kept adding orange and it kept breaking it. So like it's breaking orange, I kept adding it, keeps breaking it. I'm like, well, that's fine. And then I put it here once it made a bigger green candle and kind of broke out of that range. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take it if it breaks this now. So that was my exit idea on that. I think, let's see, where'd I go? 217. Yeah, so I closed it on this red candle once it broke below. Yeah, I could have gotten like another 15 bucks up here, but how do you know? This gold line was there, of course. This gray was maybe, but at that point it's just in a wedge, so I don't know what it's going to resist on. I did figure this purple, which it did make it there, but oh man, this would have been annoying to hold through for sure. It was in the money, I think, or close to it, very close to the money. Because that would have hurt. If it's out of the money, I would just be getting decayed. I'd actually lose value. Yeah, it was 720, 772. So this was in the money right here. So decay wasn't too bad. 96 cents to $1.12 on that one. Wow, I had actually a lot of green trades today. It's crazy because today did not feel good at all. But my accuracy so far is quite high. 234. I'm in a put. Yeah, this is for another wedge trade. I'm like, well, it's finally doing something other than just slowly grinding up. I'm going to just try and scalp here and there until something happens. So purple, I was just relying on purple at this point. But I wasn't sure. I thought it could be gold too. But once it started to give a couple candles here for resistance, I was like, all right. So on this candle, I got a put with purple being my stop. It made me sweat a little bit. And it made it down, which was beautiful. This late in the day, I mean, half a point is like pretty good profit. I was looking for gray, and then if it was buying in gold, potentially gold. Let's see where I closed this thing. 234 for 53 cents. Sold it at 240 for 66. Yeah, it wasn't down here, but it was on this candle. It was like somewhere here. Or like here, yeah. Yeah, so it's basically sold at that gray. It's kind of a hard one to hold, but hey, it was green. It did make it just about to my gold. I think what was happening was it was buying up in gold and it was resisting on purple here, so this was the wedge. I think. Well, it never even made it quite to the top of gold there. Maybe it's a little flatter. I don't know. Next one. This was a red trade. 249. I got a call. It's fine. Ah, bugger. I got a little distracted here. So broke. I was a little impatient on this one. It broke. I got it on a wick before the candle closed. It comes down, closes here. I put this line for the shoulder, and I just think I didn't want it. I knew I had some greed trades. I just... Let's see, 249. Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, that was right. There's this one. So got it here. I ended up holding, greened above it. I was like, okay. And at this point, I still wasn't sure if it was purple, if it's breaking purple, or if it's just buying up on this gold, because buying up on the gold would be bad. So I didn't have a good clear stop other than this gold. So I think that's where I maybe closed it. No, I let this one stretch. Yeah, that's why this was a little more red. 61 cents to 52. Close it at 254. Yeah, this candle right here. I had that line there and it just flushed through. I'm like, well, it broke it purple. It's like, I don't want to. It's just not nice. And then it comes up here and I'm like on my phone. I'm like not really wanting to get back in here because I already, yeah. And I'm seeing it like look like it's holding some support on this gray out of nowhere, which is the original kind of right here. It's kind of holding support there and kind of holding above purple. And I really thought about getting calls here. I was on my phone and someone walked in and I wasn't focused and I was like, I'm not gonna get it because I saw it start to move right here and I almost just got it like when the candle's right about here. I'm like, oh yeah, here we go for a cup close. This would have been a nice trade. Kind of bummed I missed that one. Yeah, with gold being my stop on that one. I probably would have taken it. Probably, I mean, honestly, probably here, just for that retest on high of day. It got close. Maybe I wouldn't have. Maybe I would have held for this, or maybe I would have held for gold. Closed here. I don't know, but yeah. So stopped out on it right there, and then I don't think I missed that next one. A little unfortunate. And then, oh yeah, one more red trade, 339. I was in a call for 68 cents. So this is for, let's see, is it 339? Yeah, 339. No. Yeah, 339 in and out, same candle, 68 cents, 61 cents. Again, I got it when it was wicking. I was kind of anticipating the break on purple, the move up. Looking for a move up to gold. But it was kind of a weird time of day. It wasn't like the 10-minute move. And it goes up, and I get it when it's up here, and then of course it wicks. I'm like, ah, stupid, I can't believe I did this again. So I quick got out. And the next candle comes, and it rallies up, and it closes. So then I'm like, okay, I'm getting it. So I got it. I got back in on this one. So 68 cents, 61 cent. Got back in actually at 68 cents. And then I'm like, all right, I want more. So I got another one for 71 cents on this candle. That was a limit buy, but it was, it was a little higher. And then this buying was actually very slow. You can see I actually stretched my gold. My gold was there. It was here, and I'm like, oh, it's high of day. So I was like, oh, should I take profit? It's such a tiny little move. But I just kind of hold, and then this one just flushes. And I actually had a phone calls on right here, and I'm like trying to take down this information. They didn't have my email. I had to I was like, can you just email it to me? They're like, here, write this down. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm typing stuff on my computer and I see this going red. And it's maybe good. I don't know. I was able to kind of not focus on this briefly enough for it to wick. And then rally. I was like, phew, I was off the phone by then. And I had two, which was nice. So 68 cents, 71 cents for the buys. Sold the first one at 346 for 94 cents on this candle. I got a pretty nice fill on it. Was looking for this gold or a break of this gold. And so you see I moved that more to that wick. So the second fill wasn't as nice. 94 cents and then 86 cents. Actually on that same candle. Okay, so I got one up here and then I took another one once it was about to close down here. And that was it. Didn't catch the move to the downside for the 10-minute move. I don't know. And when I considered it was once it was down here, breaking this gold. And as you can see, that was just too late. That was the 5-minute move. And then by the time it retested, it had like 2 minutes left. So I'm like, I'm not going to mess with this. I I guess I could have based on, I don't know, breaking this gray, but I just didn't really see it. The way I had it charted, it just wasn't really there. Yeah, I mean, you have like a little head and shoulder, another shoulder grab right here, but and you can see, I mean, I could have managed with green. I don't know. I was over it. I was happy I got squeezed a little bit out right there. Yeah, so it's actually, I think, kind of a green day. That's so weird. Today did not feel good. There are the trades. I'm not going to reveal my P&L. I have not seen it, so you don't get to see it either. I'll look at it on Friday. Yesterday, I'm pretty sure it was red. I think today more than made up for it, but we'll just have to wait and find out. I hope these days are over. The problem now is it's probably not going to be continuation and grinding. It's probably going to be like maybe chop, gnarly chop, because we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're a long ways from 5-day, but these days of it kind of finding 5-day and catching up and slowing down, there might be some good trades in there. We're well above all-time highs now. There might be some good trades in there. We'll see. It's going to be definitely trapping a lot of calls. Maybe have some big downside move to get some puts involved, and then it'll trap them. And I don't know. We'll see. See if we retest 5-day this week. Might not. Might not. I don't know. Might take a catalyst to get us close to that. But with how far above it we are right now, this thing's going to keep gapping. Unless if SPY has a big gap down, this is going to be like here tomorrow at least, right? Or actually today was a huge day. It was like 12 points. Yeah, I think it's like 13 points. So this is going to be way up here by tomorrow. So yeah, we'll probably, if we just chill out, we'll probably hit it before weekend. Thanks guys. Sub up, like up, comment down. How many sticks around? See you tomorrow. Peace out.